Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday of Holy Week. It is April 8th. I have to look at my calendar every morning to do that. I always prepare, and what happens? Oh, I'm getting some sort of... every morning I have to look at that. It's amazing. I type in what this is and still have to look and see what the date is on the calendar. But that's life right now, I guess. Just a couple of kind of the housekeeping scheduling information to pass on. There are confessions this evening, Wednesday evening, from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. And then tomorrow, Thursday, there are confessions from 10 to noon in the morning, 10 a.m. to noon. And that will be all the confessions that will be available until after Easter. Then we'll go back to the normal schedule, so Tuesday evening, Wednesday morning, and Saturday afternoon. But on Holy Saturday, there's no confessions available. So if you're in contact with somebody and they talk about they've been waiting all the way up to the last minute and they're going to go Saturday afternoon for confession, the church won't be open there. There's not scheduled confessions on that day, Holy Saturday. Really everything just kind of takes a breather in the church before we have the Easter Vigil on Saturday night and celebrate Easter. So on this kind of last Lenten weekday, before we get into tomorrow evening celebrating what we call the Paschal Triduum, those events of our salvation, with the evening Mass of the Lord's Supper tomorrow evening, Good Friday, commemoration of the Passion, and then the Easter Vigil and Easter Sunday. The daily Mass readings leading up to kind of this portion of the liturgical year recently have been dealing with kind of the chief priests and the scribes and their growing animosity towards Jesus and their plot to kill him. And so on this Wednesday of Holy Week, right before we start all of the wonderful celebrations on Thursday night, we get the story really of Judas betraying Jesus. Not the actual betrayal in the garden, but kind of Judas going to the authorities and offering to betray Jesus. Judas kind of takes a little bit of the center stage, maybe you would call it, on Wednesday. He's kind of one of the main characters for Wednesday of Holy Week. And been a long-time subscriber to a magazine called Magnificat that has the daily Mass readings and prayer and other resources. Comes out each month. And before the Mass prayers and the readings, they always have a little reflection. And since we kind of were dealing with Judas, I thought I'd like to share that with you. So this comes from this recent edition of the Magnificat. Actually, they have a Holy Week and Easter separate little edition that they put out in addition to the monthly ones, just because there's so much that they offer, and it's a good time for us to pray. But this is the reflection before Mass given in the Magnificat today. When our Lord prophesies his own betrayal, it is only because he still loves Judas. It's as if Jesus is saying, I already know what you are planning to do. I know your problems, your evil intentions, your secret sins. Yet still, I am here with you. Since I already know, why continue in this way? It's not too late. When the others heard the prediction, instead of becoming defensive and proud, they might have said, Don't let it be me, Lord. By your mercy, sustain me. Give me your grace, Jesus. I love you. Judas' final betrayal was to refuse God's mercy, to collapse in on himself in despair. If we turn frequently to Jesus asking for his mercy and for the grace to persevere, we have nothing to fear. I thought that was a nice little reflection to provide for us on this Wednesday of Holy Week as we get prepared to celebrate all the sacred mysteries in a special way on these upcoming days. So thank you all for watching this. And stay healthy, and we'll look out for each other and know that I'm praying for you, and God bless you this day.